let's chat, Chase, a little bit about kind of the trend that we've been seeing on the shift towards more of a buyer's market, which in my now over 20 years of real estate, we haven't had a whole lot of those buyers opportunities.
This is the most power I've seen buyers have in a really long time.
I'm excited to chat about kind of what we anticipate the next year going forward, and kind of leveraging the trend of the ability for buyers to better negotiate, to get better pricing, to be more likely to buy. And excited to have you on to chat about kind of on the lending side, what you're seeing in the way of, is it going to improve for buyers? And, spoiler alert, it's probably going to be a little bit of both depending on what time of the year you jump in. In our detail in real estate, we talk about the amount of days on market, how quickly inventory is moving, how close it's selling for asking price, whether it's slightly below, at, or above. So what I'm saying is we've pretty much proven that there's not going to be a crash because there's demand for low inventory. Well, the important thing to note about that is, and we've talked about this before, but I think it's very important to continue to talk about it, is folks appreciate the fact that interest rates are trending downward, but what you need to take into consideration is what that's doing with demand. So if you continue to wait to watch this drop because you think, hey, this is great, I've got more buying power, I can either buy a more higher priced home or get my mortgage down. Well, you and everybody else is of that same opinion. So what's going to happen is, as these continue to drop, which I think most are, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chase, kind of anticipating that as we get deeper into 2026, we're going to see it trend down. I don't know about aggressively, but certainly in that downward direction.
So, but the general sentiment by all of the experts is it will continue to trend down. And so understanding that, you need to talk to an expert first of all. If it's time financially for you and your family and you're ready, then it's time to buy. Right? If you try to time everything perfectly, and I guarantee you're going to miss out. There's just no way to do that. I think once we're below that 6%, once we have something with a 5 in front of it, I think you're going to feel that market sentiment will make that shift, and we'll see a lot more buyers enter the market. If your family can afford it, now's the time to go, because for these times, there are a lot of factors on your side as a home buyer.